Ducati's Super Quattro V-twin is on its way out, and it will be replaced by a V4 engine in the future. Many of you guys are aware of that by now. It might be disappointing news for some. After all, Ducatis were all about the gorgeous styling and that big bold V-twin. Luckily, it's just a flagship Super Quattro V-twin. Rest of the Ducati's V-twin lineup will remain intact. Unlike the hardcore fans, any enthusiasts around the world are really stoked about the new direction in which Ducati is heading. Here are the 5 things that you need to know about the upcoming flagship V4 Superbike from this Italian brand. Number 1. It's the redemption for World Superbike Series. With 18 championship wins under their name, Ducati is undoubtedly the king of World Superbike Series. They have clinched the title with every generation of their flagship superbike, except the Panigale. Their last championship win was in 2011 with the 1198R. Since then, the world superbike scene have been dominated by Aprilia and Kawasaki. According to the race team, the Panigale is being tested at its limit. If Ducati wants to reclaim the title, they need something more than the current bike has to offer. So it became obvious that the Ducati has to build a new bike from ground up, which is more powerful, faster, and more agile than the current generation bike. Number 2, it will have a 1000cc engine. There isn't much information available about the new engine, except its cylinder configuration. But by looking at the World Superbike rule, we can confirm one thing, that it will have a 1000cc engine. According to the World Superbike rule, the superbikes must have a capacity between 750 to 1000cc. For V-twins, it's between 850 to 1200cc. This displacement advantage has been given to make up for the less revvy nature of the V-twin engine. As Ducati is migrating to the V4 format, they won't be able to utilize this advantage in the future. So, in order to comply with the racing regulations for 4-cylinder superbikes, they will have to build a 1000cc engine. And it will also lead to the release of a road-going homologation version. The power figure is expected between 210 to 215 brake horsepower and upwards of 240 brake horsepower for race bikes. Number 3, it will have a completely new frame. With this flagship, we might see the Ducati dropping some of its iconic styling cues like the single-sided swing arm, monocoque chassis, etc. Taming the extra power at the rear wheel means they will have to seriously beef up the rear swing arm, which might lead to some weight penalty and might affect the torsional rigidity. At the same time, Ducati can't just simply opt for a conventional swing arm because the single-sided swing arm is an iconic styling cue in the flagship Ducatis. If you look at the test mules, all of them have a single-sided swing arm, but with different shock and exhaust locations. This indicates that the Ducati is testing the possibility for both types of swing arms for road and race bikes. With the new V4 engine, we might also see the Ducatis return to the more traditional twin-sport chassis setup. Number 4, it will have 3 variants. The current Panigale is offered in 3 variants: base and S variant with a 1285cc engine, and a homologation special R variant with a 1200cc engine. According to some anonymous sources, Ducati will implement the same method in the next generation bike too, which means that there will be a bigger engine variant along with the 1000cc V4 in the homologation variant. As for the current Panigale, Ducati will continue to sell the bike till mid-2018. Number 5. The launch and the price. Both the base and the S variant is expected to unveil at the Milan show this year, followed by the introduction of the homologation version R variant, which is expected by the beginning of next year. The pricing is expected to start at $25,000 all the way up to $42,000 for the R variant. So there you have it. What do you guys think about the new flagship Ducati? Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Or if you loved it, please consider subscribing to the channel. See you guys next time. Ride safe.